Hey guys, it's Jake here with eTrailer. Today we're going to be taking a look at, and I'm going to go over some of the details of the Curt Flex Air Kingpin. Now the biggest difference you're going to notice right away compared to a standard Kingpin is that this Kingpin is going to have an airbag in it. This airbag is designed to provide a cushioning action so that when you're going down the road, if you have a lot of chucking in your camper when you're pulling it, whenever you hit a bump, if it feels really rough when you hit the bump, that's what this airbag is designed to do. You can fine tune it to your trailer so that it's the most comfortable ride that you can get. Ours is a pretty heavy trailer. It's 16,800 pounds, so we've got our airbag pretty well maxed out here. But then you also see up here that there's a shock absorber. This shock absorber will act just like the shocks on your vehicle. You'll have springs and shocks on a vehicle. Your springs are designed to take the load, which is what this airbag does, and your shocks will bring it back to a controlled travel height when you're headed down the road. If you were to just have this airbag, the chances of this to continue to just keep bouncing is very high. But the shock being on the front is going to help bring it back to a controlled stop so that you can cruise nice and easy when you're headed down the road. This Kingpin is going to be available in two different sizes, 18,000 pounds and 21,000 pounds. So based off of the total gross vehicle weight rating of your camper, that's what you want to base your decision of which one you decide to go with. The air inlet for your airbag is going to be right here on top. So what most people do is they'll put a little bit of air in it before they load up their trailer, and then after they load it up, before they put all of the weight down on the Kingpin, they'll put the remainder of the air in. And then what you have to do is once you do have it fully loaded down, that's when you want to let a little bit of air out. You don't want to stress this airbag out with no air in it because you can risk damaging it. Now you can see here on the front of our shock absorber, there is a line and an arrow pointed up at the line. This line is designed to get you close to what your vehicle is going to need for air-wise. You can see this gray line that the owner of this camper has drawn on there. That is the line where he found it was most comfortable. So what he does is he airs it up and then deflates it down to this line, and that's what he likes traveling with. Both the 18 and the 21,000 pound Curt Flex Airs are going to be designed to fit the Lippert 1621 pin box. So that is this pin box that's on this camper. We've got some links on our website and measurements that you can take to figure out what pin box is on your camper. Honestly, the best way to do it is going to be to look in the owner's manual of your vehicle or of your RV, and that will tell you what pin box is on the actual camper that you have. Now you can see here on the back of the head, most people think that by looking at this, that this is going to provide all the support and that the shock absorber is going to help to support the airbag. When really there's a little bit more to it. In between here, you can see a thick rubber block. That is going to be designed to absorb all the little micro bumps and shocks that you feel going down the road. Yes, the airbag is going to help with chucking and make it a more comfortable ride overall, but this portion here, the part that actually sits on your fifth wheel, is going to be able to rotate and articulate a little bit to make it that much more comfortable. Now when it comes to swapping out your standard Kingpin for the Curt Flex Air, I'll be honest right out of the gate, this is extremely heavy. So the best way to get it installed is to take your old one out. You want to keep in mind if you're using 5 bolts on your original one, you'll want to still use all 5 bolts. And if you're using 6, you'll want to continue to use 6. You want to match whatever your old one had because that is what the weight capacity is based off of. If you have a super heavy camper, this one's kind of middle of the road, you'll see the 6 bolts in there, but just keep in mind you want to use them all. The best way to get these in place, in my personal opinion, is just to have a bunch of friends help you. If you have a forklift like we have, that definitely helps. You can set it on a pallet, lift it up into place. If you have a skid loader that has forks on it or a bucket, that might help. But definitely, I think the easiest way is to just lift it up with some friends, have 2 or 3 people holding it in place for you, and start sliding the bolts in place and then tighten down the nuts. Now that we've gone over some of the details of the Curt Flex Air, let's go ahead and take it over our test course and show you how it works. Now we're getting all hooked up to our camper, and you can see here that as we're going over our bumps course, the shock and the airbag are working together to make it a nice, comfortable ride. Otherwise, all of this energy you can see here would be transferring into the bed of our truck. So this is going to be a much better ride for the owner of our vehicle. Well guys, hopefully this video helped you decide whether or not the Curt Flex Air Kingpin is right for you and your fifth wheel.